Hey everybody, welcome to my first session of our virtual week for Zeal Performance, just supporting you guys that have been shut down with your sports programs. Today is all about speed and agility. It's just going to be probably about a half hour. I haven't actually timed it yet since doing it, but I'm going to do it. You guys can follow along, and yeah, like I said, everything's about speed and agility, so hopefully you'll be able to hear me good as I back up. All we need today in terms of equipment, skipping rope if you have it, a tennis ball. If you don't have a skipping rope, don't worry about it, but if you can set up somewhere with a staircase, that would be excellent, as it's just going to give us a couple things as we work through the program today. Okay, so to start off, we're just going to get into a real general warm-up. And we're going to be doing either skipping if you got that skip rope. If you don't, just jogging on the spot or on your staircase, just going up and down. And I'm going to demo kind of all of it with a couple of movements just to get our body good and ready before we get into the speed and agility stuff in particular. All right, so here we go. Going to go about 20-30 seconds of skipping. If you don't have a timer, you just want to skip, let's just call it about 50 skips, okay? Good, coming out of that, just going to a hip opener, foot flat on the floor, knee up. Okay, I'm going to grab my foot to keep it flat, and I'm just pushing forward and back and putting a little bit of pressure on my knee, pushing it to the outside using my elbow. I'm just going to rock forward and back. Let's say we'll do about 10 of these. If you feel like your hips are a little bit stiffer and you want to do a couple more, go ahead. I'm just going to turn to the other side so you can see what I'm doing from the side angle as well. Foot on the floor, grab my foot, pushing out with my elbow on my knee, and just rocking forward and back. Doing a little bit to try to keep my chest up as I go. I don't want to be slouched over it. So I'm standing nice and big, good posture throughout. After we've done that, right back into another round of skipping. Coming out of that one, I'm just going to go into some arm circles and arm swings. So I'm just starting out wide, pull back, come across my body. Again, I'll do about 10 of these. 7, 8, 9, 10. Watch, come on, clip. Arm circles now, reaching up to the sky and come around. Just trying to get good range of motion through my shoulder. As much range of motion as I can, really. I'm going to go forward, backwards, and then 5, come around the front. Good, right back into skips. If you don't have the skips and you're just going to be running on the spot, I'll just demo that. We can just get kind of creative with it, but again, it's like 20 to 30 seconds of exercise. So we're just jogging on the spot and come forward. You can move a little bit laterally. It's just some movement. Just keep your body going, get some blood pumping. That's the whole point of the general warm-up. I do prefer the skipping. If you got the skip rope, stick with that. But if you don't, this is fine too. Next little bit of warm up, just gonna go groin, rocker, and toe turn. So again, down on one knee, you're gonna keep good posture so my chest stays up, my torso stays big. Other leg up to the side. And I'm just coming from here, foot's flat, turn my toe up. I'm just gonna do 5 of these. 4, 5, and then 5 where I'm going to come forward, sit my bum back as far as I can. 5 of those. I'll just turn to the side again so you can see with the other leg. Leg out straight, foot flat. Turn right up. 5. Walk forward. Good with that. Now, if you didn't have a skipping rope, you don't want to jog on the spot, I just got a little box here, just doing step ups. So we're just do quick feet, up and down. Good, 20 of those is good enough. And then the last little thing here, I got a rope to help me out with, because I don't have the greatest mobility. If you don't have it, that's fine. You should be able to just get deep. And all we're doing is just sitting into as low as a squat as we can manage, while keeping our chest up big. So I'm not slouched over in this position. I want to try and stay nice and big, which is why I'm using the ropes. If you don't have a rope and you're training, maybe you're training with your brother or sister or friend, you can just hold hands to hold yourself up on this one. But we're just going to hang out here for 20, 30 seconds. Good. So that completes a little general warm-up. You should feel like you're actually getting warmed up. Maybe getting a little bit of a sweat or a glisten on. My heart rate's up, my breathing's up a little bit, which is all good. Now we're going to go into a little bit of the neuromuscular warm-up. Fancy talk, all that means is we're getting ready to move fast now. So we're going to do a couple different things. A, for hand-eye coordination, but also just getting our lower body and our upper body ready. So first thing we're going to do, now's where your tennis ball comes in handy. Just going to be going on one leg, just tossing it off the wall. Just going to give yourself about 10 touches. Try your best not to touch your other foot down, but if you have to, you have to. Switch it over. Good. The next challenge on that one now is just going to go, so my shoulders are perpendicular to the wall, and I'm just going to toss it behind my back, but I'm on my outside leg. So my right leg on my left side is closest to the wall. On my right leg, I'm going to throw behind my back, trying to touch 10 of these. Much more challenging, and here comes the left side, which will get ugly. Oh. Fall down. Good, and that does it for that one. And the next little thing is just, you'll notice a common theme probably throughout the week that we're going to talk a lot about posture. And when I'm talking about posture, I'm referring between my hips and my shoulders. I need my torso to be in good control, generally nice and upright. And that's pretty much the same for any sport. Doesn't matter which one it is. So now moving into a little bit of a speed-specific warm-up. I want you to be able to pay attention to your posture and what's going on with it. So to start with, I'm going to give you a couple different options on this. If you have a wall to lean into, great. I'm going to start
where I can't quite reach the wall, I can't quite touch, but I'm not that far away. And then from that position, I'm just gonna fall forward till my palms are on the wall, and all I wanna do now is drive my knee up and put it right back down where it came from for the most part. Okay, we're gonna do 5 of these in a row on one leg, and then work through 3 sets of that. Okay, so as I'm going on that, I don't want to look down at my feet. I want to keep my eyes staring right at the wall in between my hands. Okay, so here we go. So I want to pay attention to bringing the knee up quick and driving it down fast. Ideally, I get it up to about parallel, and then I snap it down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My other foot, if you can't quite see it on the screen, I'll back up a bit. But my other foot, I should be up on my toes. So I'm not flat-footed. I'm up tall on my toes. Good, and that's that one. Just gonna take a little breather here. As we're doing speed and agility stuff, we don't necessarily need it to be a bagger where I'm breathing really heavy. I should be able to be recovered in between hands. So next thing we're moving into is fast speed. So we're gonna go 10 seconds of this, and I guarantee you've probably done this before, but the only focus we're doing is trying to move as fast as I possibly can through my feet. I don't want big steps. It shouldn't be loud, okay? If your mom or dad are in the room next to you, they shouldn't hear you, okay? It should be nice and soft, and I should be in a good sports-ready position, okay? Again, this is pretty basic in terms of every single sport. You've been taught already stance. Bum down, knees are bent a little bit, chest is up, head is up. Okay, and all we're gonna do, 10 seconds, moving my feet as fast as I can. I just have my watch to keep track. If you have a phone with a timer, that works just as well. Go. Good, that's 10 seconds. I'm gonna wait 20 or 30. If it doesn't feel like you're getting out of breath, see if you can work harder. This is where we're really starting to get warmed up for speed. So we need to make sure our body is moving fast. So when we get into the actual little bit of the workout that we've got today, we're prepared and ready to go fast. Ready, and go. Good, good. Good, just need to catch my breath again. Not used to doing this so much myself as opposed to coaching it. Next exercise we're doing is high knees. And again, I'm pretty sure you've probably done some kind of version of this. And I'm going to give you a couple different variations of it. The first variation is just standing in place, which is probably the harder one. But what I want you guys to focus on again is that little bit of a lean forward, so I don't get back seat. I want to be leaned into it in a good acceleration position, if you will. If I'm back here, typically in sport, I don't ever want to be in this position. At least in team sports where I need to change direction and move explosively out of that. Okay? So high knees, 10 seconds again, which is going to seem like a long, long time, but I'm just trying to get my knees up and down as fast as I can for 10 seconds. Ready, and go. Good. Just waiting about another 30 seconds to a minute, and then we'll go into round 2. And there's only going to be the 2 rounds on this. Okay, ready? Other thing again, try to get your knees up to parallel. I'm sure mine weren't coming up that high as that set dragged on. Going in 5. Good, done. We just got one more thing in our neuromuscular warm-up, and then we're going to be ready for the actual small bit of agility and speed that's left on the day, okay? This one is just going to be here if you have that box, or if you have a staircase in your house, this is where we're going to use it. So we're going to set ourselves up. Again, if I just go off my reach from the wall, I want to be about 2 arm lengths away. So my arm length is here. I want 1 arm length plus 1 more. And now from that position, I'm going to set up on my front leg, drop into a good posture, chest up, head up, and I'm going to drive off my front leg just to the point where I can touch the wall. And you see my back leg here, it's extended in line with my torso, okay? And my front leg has come through. So if I was actually sprinting, I'm here, but now my next foot can drive down into the ground to help me accelerate forward. Okay, so we're going to do 5 of these on each leg, and we're going to work through 2 sets of that. So I'll demo the first set, and then we'll be moving on. So I'm a distance away from the wall, and if you don't have a box like this or a bench, that's totally fine. You can set up in your staircase and just aim your fall or your swing leg through, aim not to get onto the 2nd or 3rd step, depending how big of a person you are. So I'm set up here, load up on the front leg, arm up, 1, 2. Really trying to generate power off this front leg. Other leg now, that was 5. Good. So that ends it for the neuromuscular part of the warm-up. I'm just going to pause it. No, I'm not going to pause it. I'll just go right into the next little bit. So now we're going to go into the actual agility portion of the workout. Again, if you're doing this on your own, you can pause it here. Do 1 or 2 more sets of those. I just call them explosive first step. Okay. Do 1 or 2 more sets of those, and then press play again, and let's get into this next little bit here. So I'm just going to set up for you guys quickly. I'm going to lay my box out just as a visual. You guys can put some tape down on the floor, or just, again, lay a bench out flat. And back up to here so you can see. So now we're going to get into a little bit more of a fast feet type workout, which really, if you think about agility, and the way we talk about agility is being able to change direction explosively, repeatedly. So in order to be able to do that, I got to be able to move fast, but I also have to have power. And then the last piece, which is as important as the others, is just having enough control over my body so that I'm in a good position to accelerate, which is what I was talking about when I was showing you with my chest out in front, and as I load up, I'm here in good posture, and I'm on the balls of my feet. So I'm in a position where I can accelerate forward, I can move laterally, or whatever, okay? So I'm gonna show you guys the movement of what we're gonna do, and then I'm gonna let you go at it with a little bit of direction in terms of the sets and reps. So if I'm starting on my right leg, I'm starting just off to the side of my box, or if you drop a piece of tape down, that's fine. You can put a rope on the ground, your hockey stick, really anything, just to give you a little bit of a marker visually. So from my right leg, I'm gonna hop forward, back, lateral to my left leg, forward, back, and then back over to my right leg. Okay, so that's one time through. And now obviously when I'm doing it, I'm gonna try to do it as fast as I possibly can. Okay, and I'm just gonna pay attention to my body position and my posture. And if you're working with a partner here, get them to pull their phone out and they can video it so you can look at it and just give yourself a little bit of feedback. Real powerful tool is just videoing ourselves on our phone because everybody's got them nowadays and it's real easy to do. And generally, you're your harshest critic if you know what you're looking for. So, at full speed, full-ish speed, forward, back, lateral. So that was 3. Forward, back, across, forward, back, across. That's 1. I did that 3 times back to back. So that would be 1 set of that. And now what I want you guys to go ahead and do is pause the video and give yourself 5 sets of that. Again, move as fast as you can. Try to have good posture. Try not to get off balance. And try to get through that whole exercise as quickly as you can. Okay? And then the last bit of today's workout is just going to be some fast feet burnouts. So all we're going to be doing on this is moving our feet as fast as we can under our body. Again, trying to keep a good body position, but this is more about let's just get some speed and get some work done really fast. Okay? So we're going to go single leg to start with. You'll need your watch. We're going to go 20 seconds. All we're doing, if you have a piece of tape, you can drop it. If you got a line or a craft on the floor, the sidewalk, whatever, you can use that. And you're just going over and back across that line for 20 seconds. So I get my watch in front of me so I can just see it easily. Ready, and go. Good. So as you can see, I'm slowing down towards the end of that as I get tired and fatigued. So all I'm going to do now is just take a quick little breather, call it a minute, and then we'll get back and do it on the other leg. So 20 seconds of work, followed by 40 seconds of rest. If you don't need that much, go ahead, but make sure you're assessing yourself on whether or not you're able to move full speed, okay? That's your big goal of this, is going as fast as you possibly can. So now you go 20 seconds on the other leg, forward and back. And I'm just going to quickly demo through the next thing that I'm going to have you guys do. So again, you can pause it here, go through the exercise as I asked you to do it, and then come back, hit play. And now we're going single leg, laterals. So exact same thing, we got our line ready to go on it. 20 seconds, go. Alright. Everybody understands that? And then all we're doing now, we go again, rest for 20 or 40 seconds. Once you're ready to go again, this time, as our legs are getting tired, we're going to fight the fatigue a little bit. This time we're going to go with both legs, which would be much easier to just go full speed. We're going to go 20 seconds forward and back, rest 20 seconds side to side. Okay, and the side to side is a bit of a crossover one. So double leg, ready, go. Good, done. As you can hear, I'm gassed, I'm tired, and that's how you should be too. No matter what fitness level you are, if you're going as fast as you can, you should be tired at the end of it. So, again, take your minute, and then we'll be moving into the very last thing of today. So the last one, I'm going to start to the left of my imaginary line, and I'm going to start with a crossover step, 1, 2, crossover. Okay, and we're going to go same amount of time again, about 20 seconds. Full speed, ready, go. Good, good. That does it. So, I set that up that last little bit just to go through it once on each one. If you feel like you need a little bit more, great. Do a little bit more. But just remember, breathing hard. Just remember, as you're going, try to make sure you're moving at full speed. That's the whole point of speed and agility workouts. It's not to get gassed like this necessarily. It's about moving as fast as you possibly can. So, good work today. Let us know how you feel about it. Send us some notes on Instagram, at Zeal YYC. Let us know how you're liking the sessions on this virtual week. I'll see you guys again Wednesday, but Tess has got a session tomorrow night. So make sure you're tuning in for that one. Thanks, everybody.